Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is going to be a collective reading for all signs. I'm going to be pulling on the feminine and the masculine energy, and then right here will be the situation. Now, when I say feminine and masculine energy, I do not mean female or male. A man can be a feminine energy, a woman can be a masculine energy. But regardless of what energy you are more dominant in, you carry both energies. So this reading may not be about two separate people. It may not be about a relationship. It may just be about yourself. Your feminine energy is your intuition. It's your feelings, your emotions, your receptiveness, your ability to see the gray area and read between the lines. Your masculine energy is very fact-based. It runs off of logic. It's very black and white because it needs to take action. Masculine energy is all about taking action and getting things done. It's the ego, your drive. Masculine energy, it rules the physical world. Feminine energy rules the spiritual world. Now, if we have both energies within ourselves balanced, we're always more dominant in one energy than the other. Men, most cases, are dominant in their masculine energy, and women, in most cases, are dominant in the feminine energy. But like I said, we all carry both because we all have an intuition. We all have an ego. We all have emotions and feelings. We all need to take action. We all need to get things done. We, we, oh man. All right. The ego's coming up again in my head. Okay. So I got to explain. Okay. All right. So within our ego lives how I like to explain it, lives like when I pull the devil card in tarot. Um, our devil lives within our ego, but our devil is not evil. Our devil is our trauma. And when our trauma gets triggered, we respond with a trauma response that was programmed into us early on in life to help us survive situations that we were too young to understand at the time. But now, as adults, we have a better understanding of situations. But when we get triggered, we immediately go to our trauma response, which is not healthy. Because if we don't just jump right into the action of a trauma response, if we take the time to feel it out, to listen to our intuition, we might realize that the situation we are currently in is not the same as what we were in once upon a time. So the action needs to be different. And if it's not, we sabotage. We sabotage. That's why it's important to have your feminine energy in balance and your masculine energy in balance. People that are dominant in their masculine energy are usually, most cases, programmed and taught to suppress their feminine energy. It's like, you don't have time to look at your feelings. You just need to get things done. Feelings are for females. Um, Not always. Not always. Sometimes it is a man that's a feminine energy. But when we suppress, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, when you suppress your feelings and your emotions, you're also suppressing your intuition. And when you're in a situation where you need to take action quick, like now, if you've been suppressing your intuition, you're going to go straight to your trauma response and fucking act from a trauma response and possibly sabotage something really fucking good for you. So, now, if you're a feminine and you do not have your masculine energy, if you're a feminine dominant, it was what I mean, and you don't have your masculine energy balanced, you can become very emotional and very overwhelming, not only to yourself, but to people around you, because your masculine energy is the part of you that keeps you composed. Now, if your masculine energy is in overdrive, you're going to be like overcomposed. It's like you're going to stonewall. Like, I'm not going to share my feelings or my emotions. And then you're going to shut people out. It's about finding the balance with both. So that way you're both open and you have boundaries. Your masculine energy gives you those boundaries. Your feminine energy gives you the openness that you need. Now, you don't want so many boundaries that you're hiding behind a fucking wall. That's not healthy. It's not. It's not. I mean, I laugh because everyone's fucking guilty of putting up walls when they shouldn't. But if you're not putting up boundaries and you're just open and just letting anyone come into your energy and just use up your fucking light, that ain't fucking healthy either. So let's get this reading started. First, I'm going to pull on the situation, and then we'll pull on the feminine energy and the masculine energy. Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she's the no bullshit queen. Look at her. She's like, cut that shit out. Get out of here with that bullshit. She's like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. But we have this Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is, it's like a charming, loving energy. But then we got the Two of Pentacles here, and that's this like juggling, like wishy-washy, like can't decide, can't make a decision. All right, so if we're talking about just you and not another person, there's something you want to do. There's some kind of offer or proposal you want to make or you want to accept. But it's like you're unsure about it. You're unsure about it. And it's like we've got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords, so it's like there's clarity, there's truth, there's a knowing of something. Hold on, let's pull clarifiers real quick, and then we'll get into the feminine and masculine pulls. Oh, you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get hurt. It's like I want to read these other things, but I'm just focused on this is why it's like you know what you need to do, you know what you want to do, but you're scared of getting hurt. At the bottom of the deck, we have death. Ooh. You know, I mean, some people are probably like, death, why are you saying ooh, like that's a good thing? Death is fucking great. Death is rebirth. Death is transformation. Oh, are you scared of the change? Are you scared of the transformation? All right, so if this is just about you, there's the Four of Wands is about a path, going down a path, but with someone else. I mean, Four of Wands can also represent home, stability, for the four walls around you, the support that you have. But this, I mean, it's with the Knight of Cups. This feels like All right, well, if this doesn't involve anyone else at all, this could be about yourself, both your masculine and your feminine energy. And I'm just feeling like self-love, like trying to love yourself, trying to love yourself. Oh man, it took a long time for you to see yourself. It took a long time for you to see yourself for who you really are, and now there's this like I don't know what to do. I There was a lack of self-love before. Either you're working on it. I mean, it feels like you're working on the self-love. It doesn't feel like you're like, oh, I love myself now. It feels like, but what if I fail? What if I'm not worth even loving myself? And if this involves someone else, this could be someone coming towards you with some kind of proposal for a union or reunion. Um, but it took so long for it to fucking happen. It took so long for it to happen. Uh, that is kind of like, do I even take this offer or not? Because I mean, it took so long. I've been hurting. I don't even know if this is safe. I don't even know if this is safe. But whether this is about you learning how to love yourself, or whether this is about you wanting to connect with someone or someone wanting to connect with you, there's been some form of transformation. Something ended. Something something new is about to begin. Underneath death, we've got judgment. It's time. It's time. Ooh, if this is about someone else, it could be somebody coming back because they went through a change and now they're ready to give you what you want. Um, like I said, it was a long time coming though. I mean, if you're waiting around for somebody for a really long fucking time, you know, even if this isn't romantic, say this is a family member that hasn't been doing well, and I'm just going to use addiction as an example because I know a lot of people struggle with addiction. A lot of people know somebody who's addicted to something, and it's here they come. They've gone through a transformation, and they're like, hey, I wanna come back around. I want us to be okay again. Um, but it's like, ooh, uh, have they gone through a transformation? Like, is it safe to have them around? Like, especially if it's somebody that's an addict. I mean, I could even be speaking to a parent here. That's what it kind of feels like for somebody watching. It could be your child coming back around that was struggling with addiction, and you never wanted to not be there for them, but you can't help somebody that isn't going to help themselves. So now they come back around, and it's just kind of like, oh man, what do I do? Like, I don't want to turn them away. I don't want them to head down the wrong path again. But there's been so much deception here, you know, especially with addicts, there's always a lot of deception, and it's hard to know whether or not you can trust them. I mean, for me, I have lifelong friends. I had family members, caregivers that were addicts, and it is hard to trust them. No matter how much you fucking love them, no matter how much you want to trust them, it is difficult to trust them. And if this is a romantic relationship, yeah, I mean, somebody's got you waiting around. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow. He gets there eventually, and when he gets there, he's fucking solid. He's good because he's bringing everything he needs. Mm. But it does take them a long time to get there. You almost wonder if they're ever ever gonna get there. Um, All right, let's pull on the feminine energy and see what's going on with the feminine energy. King of Swords. Ooh, with the Tower. Sudden. Sudden. Shocking. If this is about another person, it's sudden. Like, oh, you're not expecting it. You gotta think fast. You gotta think fast. Oh, you gotta think fast. That's why the King of Swords is in the feminine energy. Because the feminine energy needs to think fast. Oh, why though? Why? All right, now if this is just about yourself and if this is about self-love and giving yourself the support and love that you need and having a successful life, this truth, this truth hits like a fucking lightning bolt to this tower. And not only do you see yourself like you're like not only are you clear on yourself, but you know what you need to do. Um and when I said you got to think fast, it's like when you realize how long you've gone without loving yourself, it's like I need to catch up. I need to catch up. I've got a lot of time I got to make up for not loving myself. The sooner I can figure out how to fucking love myself, the sooner I can have this. I want to just say, like, full connection with myself, fully united with myself. And being fully united with myself is going to get me to where I need to be. But there's this unsure energy. There's this unsure energy from not loving yourself. Um, Now, the scenario where if this is someone coming back, regardless of the relationship, it's that like I gotta think fast. Like it's like sudden. It's like, but I don't want to say the fucking wrong thing. I don't want to do the wrong thing. I want to make sure I handle this fucking properly. I want to make sure I handle this right because it took so fucking long. It took so long that I almost thought it would never fucking happen. That's why it's so fucking shocking. Yeah, gotta think fast. Gotta move quick. Gotta move quick. There's no time to waste here. There's no time to waste here, and we've got the Ace of Wands at the bottom. Time to go. Time to start this. Time to start over. Underneath, we've got Seven of Swords. This is deception. That's why it's like, gotta think fast, gotta act fast. Because there's a new start here, but there's some things that it's not necessarily someone deceiving you. It's, It's wanting to start over from the deception, over from the not seeing everything clearly, starting over from things that have been concealed. If this is a relationship that took forever for someone to even fucking show up, that that there was there's deception there, because the whole time they wanted to come towards you. The whole time they wanted to start something. um but if this is about self-love, it's like, I've got no time to waste here. All the ways I was deceiving myself, all the ways I was hiding from myself. But now I'm inspired to fucking start over. All right, let's pull on the masculine energy. Now, the feminine energy, this isn't even the action that's being taken. This is just what you're feeling, what's going on the inside. Because your feminine energy, all right, for example, if you're a female and people are like, oh, females are so emotional. Well, your feminine energy, your emotions, people won't know that you're emotional unless you use your masculine energy to express that. Because your masculine energy is the expression of the feminine energy. Your masculine energy is the part of you that keeps you composed. I can't remember if I explained this already in this reading, because I explained this in a lot of readings, so I might be re-explaining. I might not be. So if you're a feminine and your feminine or masculine energy is out of balance and you become overly emotional, your masculine energy is not going to keep you composed. Now, if you're a feminine energy and you're feeling emotional, but you know you need to fucking take action properly and you need to do it quick, as long as your masculine energy is in balance, you'll stay composed and you'll be able to handle it properly. If your feminine energy is in balance, when your masculine energy goes to take action, things are more likely to fucking work out than if you're blocking off your intuition. When you suppress your feelings and your emotions, you're also suppressing your intuition, which leads to sabotage. All right, let's pull on the masculine energy. So it's like on the inside, it's like, okay, I need to handle this right. I need to act quick. I need to move forward. But how does that translate into the physical world for you? Because in the spiritual world, in the mental and emotional aspect of it, you know what you need to do. Oh, man. We got sabotage here. All right, so the masculine energy is out of balance. We've got victory. It's like, you want victory. All right, so if this is two separate people and this is a masculine energy we're talking about, they could come in and sabotage this immediately. um, mm, they, oh man, they want the win. They want the win. Oh man. Shit. I'm gonna pull more I'm gonna pull a couple of clarifiers on that because I need to know what the fuck. All right. Now, if this is just about yourself and this is about self-love, oh yeah, you know, I mean, we've got this wishy-washy energy, this like fear of like heartbreak. Oh, okay. This might not necessarily be you sabotaging or someone else sabotaging. This could be expressing sabotage. Like, I know I sabotage. I know I sabotage. I know I fucked it up. Or if it's just about yourself, it's like, I fucking sabotaged myself and I feel fucking stupid about it now. Um, I didn't love myself properly and I feel fucking dumb for it. Um, because I can have victory, I can have this win, but I ruined it for myself. And if this is a masculine outside of the feminine, yeah, they're like, hey, I feel stupid. I feel stupid. That's what the offer is. It's like, hey, look, I know I was dumb. I know I was dumb because I know that there's something really fucking solid here. Something that can go the distance. Um, hmm. All right, hold on. Let's pull a clarifier for this. And we've got death at the bottom of the deck again. Yeah, there's this sabotaging is coming to an end. There's a transformation happening. This Knight of Swords is carrying the truth. The truth from the King of Swords. The truth from the Queen of Swords. The truth from this Ace of Swords. And it's like, look, I feel stupid because I know the truth now. The truth came in and it fucking... It hurt. Truth cut me open. Hold on. I'm going to pull clarifiers on this Knight of Swords. Oh, the devil. Yeah, the devil. The devil is our trauma. And it's like seeing the truth of how this trauma sabotaged this opportunity. Two of Wands is about planning. It's about intention. It's like there was a plan and an intention to take this opportunity. But the masculine energy is like, I see how I sabotage this opportunity. I see how I didn't take action. I just sat there with intention, but didn't do anything. Because of my trauma. Alright, I'm going to pull a few cards just for some advice. I've got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune. Three of Pentacles. And the High Priestess. This is about creating a new start. It's about starting over. Starting over and not listening to the devil, not listening to the ego, but the intuition. There's aspects of the ego that are good. You know, the part of us that is proud when we do something right, that comes from our ego. Our ego makes us feel proud. Like, yeah, I did that shit. But our ego, like I said, our devil, our trauma lives within the ego, and when it gets triggered, it's like, oh nope, I'm not gonna let that happen to me again. It's like, okay, but that's not gonna happen to you again in this situation. So by acting like that is sabotage. All right, so if this is just about you and yourself, yeah, there's this feeling of I've got no time to waste. Like I gotta learn how to love myself now. I gotta catch up. um, it's okay that you gotta start over. It's okay that you need to learn how to love yourself. It's okay that you're just starting to learn how to love yourself. Part of accepting that it's okay to be starting it now is part of loving yourself, giving yourself. Some people are like, yeah, but that's an excuse, I should just love myself all along. um when we're not shown how to love ourselves, how are we supposed to know? How are we supposed to know any better? So give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. That's the first way you can start loving yourself, by giving yourself a fucking break. um don't beat yourself up over it. Now, if this is about a relationship, regardless of what type of relationship it is, this is about starting over, um, a new beginning, rebuilding the foundation solid. Um, it's also about being in touch with the intuition from here on out. If you drown out your intuition, if you suppress your feelings and your emotions, you will end up in pain again. Because you'll either make the wrong decision, or you will be left juggling decisions and not making a decision. And not making a decision is a decision. So, underneath, we have strength. Now, in this strength card, there's a lion. The lion represents the ego. And this feminine energy, the lion also represents the masculine energy. And this feminine energy here is trying to tame the ego. Because that's where we find strength. That's where we find strength, in allowing our compassion, our feelings, our emotions to tame this ego, to tame this wild beast. Because, I mean, if this beast isn't tamed, he's gonna eat this lady. He's gonna eat this lady. Oh, and it's not gonna be good for either of them. Yeah, taming. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna repeat myself. Taming the ego, liberating yourself from it. Liberating yourself from the negative aspects of the ego, so that way you can manifest. That way you can create this new beginning. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Please comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe, and good luck, guys. Bye.